So Matt, how's the week of training been, and have players reacted well to the defeat to Barnsley?
Yeah, didn't need to be too big a reaction. You put that game into the context of what it was. We weren't a million miles away, like I said, after the game. But still areas to work on, which we're trying to do on a daily basis, regardless of the result, in all honesty. I think this is a development team at times, and we're going to have to coach them an awful lot to understand certain moments of the game. There's a lot of like about our team at Barnsley, but the result obviously wasn't what we were aiming for. So we come away a little bit hurt in relation to that and not picking up any points on the road. But quick focus quickly turns around to Wigan this weekend.
And Cam and Michael are back as options. How happy are you about that?
Yeah, happy. I've not seen Cam as yet, and Michael was on a recovery day today. Michael got 2 good games in terms of minutes and then return. We all watched him on Friday night against England. Good defensive display. Camille's been here, there and everywhere. So I'm yet to see where he's at physically and mentally as well. He's flown through the night last night. He only got back to Heathrow this morning, so it'll probably be a late decision in relation to where we see Camille or what capacity we see Camille in this weekend. Great, he's going away and getting international recognition, but then as a manager, not only do you miss him for a game of football in the middle of the international break or so-called international break, but then what state he comes back in. Is he in a good enough condition or fit enough condition to play the game?
Wigan this weekend, another big team. How do you preview that contest?
Big team, ex-Premier League team, fantastic group of players, well coached, not at the start that they've liked. Picked up a good result against Crawley, been a little bit unfortunate against some of the strong opponents they've played so far this season. Recruited well, finished the recruitment window strongly as well, so some new faces within their group, but we're at home, and I want the talking points to be about our performance and our style, and our group of players. We have to, as always, try and dictate the running in our home games and put the opposition under pressure, but a clean team, a good footballing team, probably the best opposition we've played at the Mem so far this season.
As you say, you want to play your way, but what do you expect from Wigan?
Good footballing team, got players who can handle the ball all over the pitch. They've got some pace and power in there as well. They've got some championship players. They were a championship team not too long ago, so they've got some championship pedigree players. Like I say, some real quality on show, but like I say, we've got to put the game to them and put them under pressure in certain moments of the game and see how they respond to that. Add a little bit of our physicality to it and certainly our running dynamic, and make it a game where there's enough entertainment and excitement that our fans can enjoy it.
We discussed it after the Barnsley game, but back at the Mem this weekend, how excited are you about that?
Yeah, really excited. Looking forward to it. It's been a strange week weather-wise. We hope that doesn't affect it too much. The pitch is in great condition at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of speed to the pitch and the surface. The opposition will certainly make it a quick game as well. So I'm expecting an entertaining game of football. Hopefully there's chances for both sides. Hopefully we take ours and they don't take theirs. But yeah, a team like Wigan hopefully also adds a few bums on seats. Just the size of the club, they'll come well supported in terms of away attendance. And because we've not been back at the Mem for a couple of weeks, hopefully our fans turn out in good numbers.
And our team's the main focus, so what do you want to see from Bristol Rovers this weekend?
Well, you go back to our last couple of home games. Certainly the Cambridge game, we used the ball better than we had done previously. We created enough chances to win that game in a more comfortable fashion. Scored a couple of good goals, played forward, ran forward, played good attacking football and worked our socks off. That's one thing which I think, regardless of actual certain moments in the game, if the fans can see the team fully committed, putting their bodies on the line, defending when they need to defend, attacking when required, but just running through fatigue, through moments of uncertainty, the fans will continue to relate to this group of players. And like I've always said, forgive a few mistakes along the way because we'll be far from perfect for a long period of time with such a young group. But there's an excitement there that as long as we show what we stand for, the performances and skill levels will come on top.
And finally, any injury updates ahead of this weekend?
I mentioned to the press previously, a bit of sickness. One of the players was pretty ill after the game at the weekend, so he's not trained until today. Another player had a scan on Tuesday, so a little bit disjointed for a couple. Obviously, Michael and Camille being away. Camille's literally just walked in behind us, and Michael's on recovery today. So it's never straightforward in football because there's always things going on, but generally the group seemed to be in a good place physically. We didn't pick up anything of a staggering note, which really puts people definitely out of this weekend's game. But you've just got to be mindful of certainly the ones away on international duty, their load, and the ones who've probably done a lot in the first few games this season, seeing how they feel.